I started the Twilight project because I wanted to do something outside of the rock band thing that I'd been doing since I was, I don't know, 15 years old. And I've been playing with the Wigs since I was 22. And I think I wanted to have basically a musical affair with other people. I think I just wanted a different experience where I didn't have to scream over top of, electric guitars and crashing cymbals or something like that. The Afghan Wigs are a rock band. When we started when we were 22, we were such bad players that we turned everything up and distorted it so you couldn't hear our mistakes. This is, I think, a little more mellow sound. I actually know how to play my instruments now, so I'm a little more comfortable with letting that be heard. The singing mostly is the difference. I'm not the only singer on the record. After playing these songs live, which I never intended to do, one could beg the question that they could have been Wig songs. I don't know, I was just looking for something different to do. I like playing, touring. If I don't do it again for a while, that'd be just fine with me. Touring's pretty brutal. When you're young and you can drink like there's no tomorrow and wake up and feel the same way you did the day before. That's one thing, but as you get older, you can't do that. I've often said that you don't get paid for the shows. You get paid for the 20 hours of waiting around that you do. If people came to see me play, from other places, that'd be great, I think a Vegas show would be perfect, You just sleep in your suite all day, maybe go play some golf, and then go do your 2 shows. That'd be fine. I'd do that. But the driving around and hotel, restaurant, club, bus, drive, airplane, brutal. It's unnatural for people to be together 24 hours a day, When you are and you have to put up with someone who's your great friend, you start to hate the way they eat or something like that. Little things get on your nerves, and and I'm sure there's things I do that get on people's nerves. I normally ride on the bus naked. Unless you end a tour in a certain city, when we end a tour in Amsterdam, I'll stay for a week. We ended our last European tour in Athens, Greece, and I went off to the islands after that and stayed for 2 weeks. So that's great when you get to do that. But, other than that, you gotta, it's just bang, 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 bang. It's, one night stands, go, go, go. You see the hotel, you see the club or the airport or the highway. Very exciting. I've always lived in a different city than the rest of the band. The one thing that's good about that is it forces me to rely on myself. I've always demoed all the, any songs I've ever done. I'll play all the instruments, no matter how badly. There's a variety of ways that I compose. A lot of times I come up with drum beats first, and then I build around that. Sometimes it's just a melody line, some sort of phonetic utterance that gets stuck in my head, and I go around like a demented Dr. Seuss. Whenever my stereo's broken in my car, that's when I write more songs than any time. If I'm listening to somebody else's songs, I don't need a song. But if I don't have anything to listen to, pretty soon I'm pounding on the steering wheel and whistling and humming and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But I have considered going back to school and finishing my degree, and not quitting the business, but taking an extended hiatus from it. I've done so much in music, and I feel very lucky for what I've done. But there's other things I want to do that aren't making records or being in a band. It's the 4th time I've lived in LA, and I mostly moved here because it's warm. I don't like cold weather. I was born in Ohio. It's very cold there. I would probably still live in New Orleans, but you know, I had serious willpower problems, and when bars don't close, it's hard for me to stay out of them. The last place I lived before here, I lived in Seattle, and I love Seattle, but that rain and gray skies just started to crush me. So I came back down here, but it's most likely on a temporary basis. Just about anywhere I've ever lived is temporary, so I'm kind of nomadic by nature, and naughty by nature too.